Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Tai Gaura Premanande Hare Krishna. Today we will be covering Canto 1, Chapter 13, Text 45. The title of this chapter is Dhritarashtra Quits Home. So before we get started, we'll recite a few prayers. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jaimudiraye Nashta Prayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhaktir bhavati naishtaki Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya cha Nanda Gopa Kumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya cha Nanda Gopa Kumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya cha Nanda Gopa Kumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha. So reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 13, text number 45. So please repeat after me. Tasmat Jahi Anga Vaikalavyam Ajnana Kritam Atmana Katam Tu Anataha Kripanaha Varteran Te Cha Vina Tasma Jahi Anga Vaiklavyam Ajnana Kritam Atmanaha Katam Tva Anata Kripana Varteramste Chamam Vina Tasma Jahi Anga Vaiklavyam Ajnana Kritam Atmanaha Katam Tva Anatana Kripana Varteramste Chamam Vina Tasma Jahi Anga Vaiklavyam Ajnana Kritam Atmanaha Katam Tva Anatana Kripana Varteramste Chamam Vina. Somebody can repeat. Tasma Jahi Anga Vaiklavyam Ajnana Kritam Atmanaha Katam Chvatva Atmana Kripana Varteramste Chamam Vina. Synonyms. Tasmat, therefore. Jahi, give up. Anga, O king. Vaiklavyam, mental disparity. Ajnana, ignorance. Kritam, due to. Atmanaha, of yourself. Katam, how. Tu, but. Anatanaha, helpless. Kripana, poor creatures. Varteran, to be able to survive. Te, they. Cha, also. Mam, me. Vina, without. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, Abhay Charanaravinda Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki. Therefore, give up your anxiety due to ignorance of the self. You are now thinking of how they, who are helpless poor creatures, will exist without you. Please repeat after me. Therefore, give up your anxiety due to ignorance of the self. You are now thinking of how they, who are helpless poor creatures, who will exist without you. Purport. When we think of our kith and kin as being helpless and dependent on us, it is all due to ignorance. Every living creature is allowed to all protection by the order of the Supreme Lord in terms of each one's acquired position in the world. The Lord is known as Bhuta Brit, one who gives protection to all living beings. One should discharge his duties only, for no one but the Supreme Lord can give the protection to anyone else. This is explained more clearly in the following verse. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Gadamakyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Uta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatam Vidam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sakitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sagana Lalita Shri Vishakam Vitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dina Bandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhurbhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashyat De Satarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna
हरे कृष्णा। हम सभी भक्तों का स्वागत करते हैं आज के श्रीमद् भागवतम कक्षा में। और आज हमारे बीच हैं कन्हैया देश से यानी कुवैत से इस ग्रेस अमल अर्जुन प्रभु। तो इस ग्रेस अमल अर्जुन प्रभु काफ़ी भक्त यहाँ जानते ही भी हैं। प्रभु जी इज ऑलनेस जय पताका स्वामी गुरु महाराज के शिष्य हैं और पिछले कई वर्षों से कतर और कन्हैया देश में वहाँ काफ़ी प्रभु जी चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट भी हैं और काफ़ी अच्छी कंपनी में बड़ी पोजीशन पे हैं। लेकिन उनका जो हृदय है वो उज्जैन में ही रहता है। तो उज्जैन आते हैं और यहाँ पे साथ ही चाहे वो गौशाला हो, चाहे वो रथ निर्माण हो या भक्तों के लिए जो भी जैकेट वगैरह देना हो या वैष्णव सेवा हो, तो उसको प्रभु जी हमेशा करने के लिए उत्सुक रहते हैं। तो हमारा बहुत सौभाग्य है कि एक हफ्ते के लिए प्रभु जी यहाँ पे आए हैं। तो उनका हम स्वागत करते हैं एक बार हरे कृष्ण महामंत्र के साथ। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। ग्रेस अमल अर्जुन प्रभु की
श्रीला प्रभुपाद की जय। ताई गौर प्रेमानंदे। सो हरे कृष्णा। यस,
क्लास आज इंग्लिश में होगी तो ट्रांसलेशन पीछे हिंदी में रहेगा। तो बस जिनको हिंदी में सुनना है वो पीछे पत्र तो।
So Hare Krishna. So it is my great fortune to be here in ISKCON Ujjain amongst the wonderful devotees who are serving the temple so nicely. So I offer my prostrated obeisances to His Holiness Bhakti Charu Swami Guru Maharaj. His Holiness Bhakti Charu Swami Guru Maharaj ki. I offer my prostrated obeisances to His Holiness Bhakti Prem Swami Maharaj, His Holiness Bhakti Prem Swami Maharaj ki, and I offer my prostrated obeisances to all the assembled devotees who are here. So I am very grateful to all of you for giving me this opportunity to glorify Srimad Bhagavatam. Although I am fully aware of my limitations and incapabilities, but I consider this as an opportunity to purify my consciousness and enable me to progress well in Krishna consciousness. So I seek your blessings so that something of transcendental value in the line of parampara system gets into our hearts. So what is the title of the 13th chapter? Dhritarashtra quits home. So every name has a meaning. Yes? Every name has a meaning. So for example, Dasharatha. Dasha means what? 10. Ratha means chariot. So Dasharatha was a very highly skilled personality who was able to control 10 rathas at the same point of time. And also he was able to control the 10 senses very, very effectively. The opposite of Dasharatha is what? Dasha Mukha. Who's Dasha Mukha? Ravana. He had 10 heads, but each head was moving towards how to gratify a particular sense. Then Yudhishthira. Yudhishthira. Yudhi means what? Yudhi means battle or conflict. Sthira means who's the one who is very firm. Who's very firm, who's very composed. That is Yudhishthira. So, the next question is, what does Dhritarashtra means? Dhritarashtra. Dhrita means what? A person who would like to hold on to everything. And Rashtra means what? It means kingdom. So Dhritarashtra means the one who wants to hold on to his kingdom at any cost. So Dhritarashtra, as we all know, was a blind person. He was a physically blind person. But he was also blind when it comes to spirituality. He was bereft of spiritual knowledge. Why he was bereft of spiritual knowledge is because of his excessive attachment towards his children, excessive attachment towards the kingdom, excessive attachment towards royal power. This kingdom was rightfully belonged to the Pandavas. As a caretaker, he was supposed to give good care to the Pandavas and return back the kingdom once the boys come of age. But he did not do that. So, Dhritarashtra reflects the mentality of personalities who are so attached to material things. And this blind attachment arises because of what? Arises because of illusion. It arises because of ajnana. So, ajnanatimirandasya jnananjana shalakaya chakshur unmilitam yena tasmai shri gurave namaha. So, how can we break this illusion? By approaching a spiritual master. If one is always into material consciousness, if one is completely attached to sense gratification, if one is always in illusion, what happens? Lord Krishna gives the answer. What he says? Bhogaishwarya prashaktanam tayapaharta chetasam vyavasayatmika buddhir samaudona vidyate. So one who is completely attached, they will never have any idea, they will never be inclined to do spiritual activity. Bhoga and Aishwarya, if one is completely involved in these activities. So, one has to approach a bona fide spiritual master. So, what is a symptom of a bona fide spiritual master? As per the Mundaka Upanishad, Samitpanihi Shrotriyam Brahmanishtam. Shrotriyam means who is actually, he understand, who has heard, who Shri Shri Radha Madan Mohan ki, Krishna Balram ki, Gaur Nitai ki, Prahlad Narasimhan ki, Jagannath Baladeva Subhadra Sudarshana ki, Srila Prabhupada ki, Tai Gaura Premanande. Shrotriyam, one who is actually learned, he's understood the Vedic knowledge. And Brahmanishtam, one who is fixed in spiritual realization and he is actually a devotee. So, Dhritarashtra, always we get one chance. Yes or no in life? How many chances we get? We call it jackpot, right? Lottery. Right? How many times we get? Every time? We get probably once in our lifetime, right? Dhritarashtra got it 2 times. The first time, Vidura gave good counsel to Dhritarashtra. But, ISKCON se chala gaya. That is the first aspect. But the second time, when Vidurji came, somehow, by Ajnata Sukriti of Dhritarashtra, he was able to understand, appreciate, and implement the good counsel. So, chapter 13 of Canto 1 starts with the return of a Mahatma. Who's a Mahatma? Mahatma is actually considered as a great soul. And who's this Mahatma? Vidurji. And who's Vidurji? The half brother of Dhritarashtra. The three brothers. Who are the three brothers? Pandu, Dhritarashtra, and Vidurji. So Vidurji was not an ordinary personality. He was actually a brilliant personality who was able to call a spade, which means he had the enormous ability to talk the truth. He was fearless and he was a wise advisor. Despite that, Dhritarashtra was not willing to hear his good counsel. And eventually, Duryodhana insulted Vidurji by calling him, you are a son of a Shudrani, who is actually his grandmother. He is insulting Vidurji. And Vidurji, as we all know, he is actually Yamaraj, right? He is not an ordinary personality. So, by hearing this insult, he decided that he should leave the palace, and especially he didn't want to be involved in the political matters. So he went for a long pilgrimage. How long? How long? Almost 40 years before the war he left, and 40 years he was going to various dhams. And why do we normally visit the dhams? Sorry? Why do we visit dhams? Very nice, to gain spiritual knowledge and to perform devotional service. So he went there and he returned completely what? Energized in spiritual knowledge. He was completely energized. And how he was able to get this enlightenment? Because of his spiritual master. And who was his spiritual master? Maitreya Muni. So again, just see, this parampara system is so glorious. So without a guru, can we progress? Or first of all, without a guru, can we gain this spiritual knowledge? It is impossible. So he got this knowledge and now he comes back to Hastinapur. Why does he come back to Hastinapur? To enjoy what he missed for the last 40 years? To get nice opulent prasadam on golden plate, on a silver plate, on some nice golden spoon? Did he come back for that? No. Why he came back? He came back because Vaishnavas are para dukkha dukhi. Because he had in his corner of his mind, my brother, my blind brother, he is actually in Ajnana. I have to come to him and I have to give him good knowledge so that he doesn't waste the little time that he has in this material world. As we all know, Dhritarashtra became very old. Buddha ho chike hai. Correct, Prabhuji? He became old. And when we become old, what happens? We can't see, we can't hear, we can't walk. Our memory is completely gone. And in this condition, I want to enjoy Bhoga and Aishwarya. So is it not a very sorry state of affairs? Normally people think that at 60 years, let me do Bhakti. But the problem of this is, when we become old, our faculties are completely not cooperating with us. Right? So, he comes to Hastinapur, and when he comes to Hastinapur, what happens? Everybody starts welcoming him. The whole Kuru dynasty, they are crying, they are shedding tears, and they have so much of affection for Vidurji, and because of the long separation that has been there. Because when there is a good person in the family, and he goes away, what happens? We feel that vacuum, right? So we want the person to come back, and if the person comes back after a few years, what happens? We feel so happy. So that was exactly the condition of the members of the Kuru dynasty. And Maharaj Yudhishthir, he starts remembering the greatest attitude is what? What is the greatest attitude all of us should have? Gratitude. Haribol. The greatest attitude is gratitude. So Yudhishthir Maharaj was remembering the so many good things that Vidurji had done for the Pandavas. As we all know, Dhritarashtra, because of his evil thoughts, he wanted to burn the Pandavas by the house of lac. He wanted to set the whole palace on fire. And Vidurji somehow bailed these Pandavas from that particular devastation. So like that, Yudhishthira Maharaj is actually remembering the good things. And not only that, Yudhishthira Maharaj is actually, after keeping him well seated, he is actually inquiring about his pilgrimage, where and all he went, whom and all did he meet, what are the things that he did, how did he live during the 35-40 years of the time that he spent in the pilgrimage. So, now the main mission of Vidurji is to actually do what? To engage Dhritarashtra by giving him good counsel. As we all know, Vidurji, he understood that everybody is actually bound by time. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Kalosmi, I am the time. I am the great destroyer of the worlds. I am here to destroy all the people, right? So Kala is not in our control at all, right? So here what happened? Time is here to take away our life. Time will take away our health. Time will take away our youth. Time will take away our property. Time will take away everything. And this is what Vidurji wanted to impart to Dhritarashtra. So what will be with us? If time takes away everything, what will be remaining with us? It's only our spiritual services, the devotional services that we render to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, that is only going to stay with us. Neha vikramana sosti pratyavayo na vidyate swalpamapyasya dharmasya trayate mahato bhayat. So the little activities, the little devotional service that we perform to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, that is only going to bail us out. Ante Narayana Smriti. All that we are doing currently, you are all so great personalities. My humble obeisances again to all of you. You all given your life to Krishna and to serve the mission of Srila Prabhupada. You know, because of all of you, we Grihasthas are able to sustain ourselves. Right? So you people have understood the spirit of Bhagavad Gita so beautifully. We are still at the theory level. We know the theory, but we are trying to slowly implement it. But you are all at the acceleration stage. So this is what Bhagavad Gita says. So here Vidurji is now going to have some strong counsel towards Dhritarashtra. Right? His Holiness Bhakti Charu Swami Maharaj had come to Kuwait more than I think 7 years back. That time he gave a very beautiful example. I was sitting very close to him. And one thing which I remember he told, when there is fever, we take paracetamol. But when there is cancer, can we take paracetamol? What we'll have to do? We'll have to do a chemotherapy. So depending on the disease, the medicine will have to change. Right? So here Dhritarashtra, he is having a cancer of what? Cancer of attachment. So a chemotherapy is required. And this chemotherapy was given by whom? By Vidurji. Right? So he has to be strong. So when we give counsel, you know, like when children, when small children, when they don't study, the mother will say, Beta, beta, padaiye, 10 din mein exam hai. So the child will not bother, he will go to play cricket and he will come back. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5 days for the exam. The mother will still say, Beta, main laddu denge aapko. Can you study? Will the mother do that? What she'll do? She'll give a nice tapad, right? So that is exactly Vidurji is trying to do to Dhritarashtra. First time I gave counsel, you did not listen. Your son also did not listen. Your son not only did not listen, he also insulted me by calling me as a son of a Shudrani. Now, see, that is the quality of a Vaishnava. Despite the fact that we don't want them, they come again and again and again and again to give good counsel. All we have to have is Kan. We only need ears. Arjuna was successful. Why? Because he heard. And what did he get? Shravanam. Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, Padasevanam, Archanam, Vandanam, Dasyam, Sakyam, Atmanivedanam. Iti Pumsarpita Vishnu Bhaktisya Navalakshana. The first one is Shravanam. We have to hear. So he said, yes, it is my duty. Not only because he is my brother, but also because I have to take care of somebody because I know for a fact that this person is getting completely degraded. So what happens? He gave a verbal knockout punch. In boxing, right? In boxing, they wear these fat gloves, right? So they will keep fighting. And the stronger person, he will give one blow to the person on his face. And what happens that time? The person will collapse. That is exactly Vidurji did. And what was the thing that he said to Dhritarashtra? He said, "O king, why are you staying here like a household dog? Why are you staying here like a household dog, eating the remnants that Bhima has discarded?" Just imagine, if you are in somebody's house, if they give some nice hot prasadam, we don't mind staying in their house for a long time. Yes or no? But if they are offered some cold food, morning 10 baje banaya, sham 5 baje wo item ko, if it's given, then what happens? You will feel like staying there. One day you will say, oh, maybe tomorrow they will give something. Next day. Then what happens? Completely, you will feel demotivated and you will go away. So something similar, he said like this: you are like a dog eating remnants. So that was like a blow. For whom? For Dhritarashtra. And eventually, he agreed. He said, yes, whatever Vidurji is actually telling is true. So here, you can understand this attachment is a very, very dangerous thing. So attachment is so powerful. Of course, attachment to Krishna's lotus feet is the best thing that we can think. Attachment to our spiritual master's lotus feet is a very, very nice thing. Attachment to the Vaishnavas are so nice. That is very good. But attachment to materialistic propensities, attachment towards sense gratification, attachment towards things that are actually temporary in nature, they are considered to be very, very dangerous, because eventually what happens? This attachment will actually collapse. So the very beautiful sloka, Tyayato visayam pumsa sangasteshu pajayate sangat sanjayate kama kama krodho abhijayate krodhat bhavati sammoha sammoha smriti vibrama smriti bramshat buddhinasha pranashyati. So what starts as contemplation leads to attachment, then lust, then anger, then delusion, then bewilderment of memory, bewilderment of intelligence, and finally we are completely gone. Janma mrityu jara vyadi. We have to keep on going in this circle, chakar. For how long? At some point of time we have to stop this chakar, right? So this is what is said. So what should we do to stop this chakar? Param drishtva nivartate. We have to develop higher taste. So here Dhritarashtra has now heard his half-brother's counsel. So he decides to leave. Where does he go? He goes to Himalayas. Haribol. So he goes along with his wife Gandhari to Himalayas. And then what happens? Yudhishthir Maharaj, every day he comes to take the darshan of his uncle. Although the uncle has done so many bad things, but Yudhishthir Maharaj had that respect for his uncle. So he comes, he doesn't find both his uncle and auntie, right? So he is completely bewildered. He goes in search. Then he talks to Sanjaya, who is the personal secretary of Dhritarashtra, only to know that he has actually left for a point of no return. So at that point of time, this is the context of the sloka that we are going to cover. So he says, okay, I'll have to go find out where my uncle is. At that point of time, who comes? Narada Muni comes. So Narada Muni comes, he says that, he has decided to, search for the higher truth, and he's not going to come back. So don't really be concerned about it. And that is a point, because Yudhishthir Maharaj feels, because my uncle is a blind person, how is he going to survive? And this is the context of this particular sloka, 1, 13 and 45. So tasmat jahi anga vaiklavyam. So here the conversation is now between whom and whom? The conversation is between Narada Muni and Yudhishthir Maharaj. So he says, why are you getting anxious? Are you the controller? Are you the one who thinks that you'll be the one who's going to be saving? If that is the case, everybody can depend on our relatives. Everybody can be dependent on our friends. Friends can help at some point of time. Relative can help at some point of time. But who's going to be always with us? Bhagavan Sri Krishna, he is the one. He is going to be always accompanying us all the time. So, he was unnecessarily worried, who will protect and how is he going to maintain? So, that is the thing that Narada Muni is saying. He is saying that, the thing is that every parent might think, if I am not going to be there, what is going to have happened to my child? A big leader might think, if I am not going to be there, who is going to run the institution? A wealthy person might think, if I am not going to be there, what is going to be happening to my subjects? How are they going to suffer? But actually, nobody is dependent on anybody, but everyone is dependent on Lord Sri Krishna. So Narada Muni teaches the beautiful aspect that we should not think that we are the maintainers. So we have to perform our duty, but not the control. We don't have any control. So here, in this context, I am going to now talk about a very nice story. All of us like stories, right? The pastimes. So here, in this particular verse, there is a particular word called Bhuta Brit. So, this is actually a true story that happened in Sri Rangam. How many of you have been to Sri Rangam? Raise your hand. Hari Bol. Sri Rangam is in down south. It's near Trichy, Tiruchirappalli. So Sri Rangam is the abode of whom? Lord Ranganath. So, what had happened, this was a true story which happened thousands of years ago. So in the famous Lord Ranganath Swami temple, temples are generally famous for one thing. And what is it famous for? Sorry? Worship, okay. What is the temples really famous for? Like for example, ISKCON is really famous for what? Kirtan, okay. You are very transcendental. Prasadam, right? I came to Krishna consciousness because of cake. My colleague's wife initiated devotee. So she said, please come and have prasadam. I said, okay, next week. This was in 2011. So next day, again my colleague said, please come next week. We are having a program. I said, next week. The next week again he called. Paradukka Dukhi. Then I said, okay, let me go. And I will go and I will not go back. So first day I went. It was a Bhagavad Gita class and I liked it. Something which is very interesting. Something which was nice. Then I thought, okay, after the class is over, what do we think? Everything is over. Let us go back. And I, come. We have some nice dinner. Okay, very nice, okay. So that point of time, they gave so many nice prasadam and there was a big fat cake, carob powder cake. And I literally consumed the whole cake. And I said, this is the place I have to be. And then Krishna's mercy, Guru's mercy, no looking back. So the cake made a devotee. A cake prasadam made a devotee. So, you have to understand that in Sri Rangam, there are two prasadams which are very, very famous. One is Chakra Pongal. Chakra Pongal is sweet pongal, which is made of jaggery, good. And the other one is Puliyogara. Puliyogara is tamarind rice. So people used to queue for hours together to get this hot Chakra Pongal. And this beauty of this Chakra Pongal is, there will be 1 inch of ghee floating on that. So if anybody has cholesterol, stay away, don't take more than 1 spoon. If you don't have cholesterol, you can gobble the whole thing. And it's not small portion. It's called as donne. Donne is basically, it's made of it's a leaf, and they'll fill it, and it's almost like 2 hand full of prasadam that is given hot. So people go. So once what had happened? So there was a poor brahmana who always used to fight for the prasadam. He used to say, I want prasadam, and he used to create a ruckus in the temple. Just imagine, in ISKCON, do we have that problem? We don't have the problem, right? It's so well, beautifully organized. Everybody gets prasadam. And we have so many beautiful stalls and everything. So this person, he was fighting every day, and the authorities were very, very upset with him. They said, okay, every time you come and you want so much of prasadam, and others are not able to get enough prasadam. Then what happened? One day the authorities became so upset. They said this person should not be allowed inside the temple. Now, how can you not allow a Vaishnava inside the temple? It's a very, very bad thing, right? So what he did, this time what happened? He had almost half a dozen children. So what he did a dharna outside the gate. So he brought his wife and all the children, and he was saying, we are hungry, give us prasadam, give us prasadam. And everybody, all the children were bony. They were skinny because they take only 2 times prasadam, that too small quantities. So many children have to be fed. It is very, very difficult, right? So again problem. So what happened? That point of time, Sripad Ramanujacharya was entering the temple. He was a bit confused. He said, why is this commotion? What happened? What is the problem? So they said, oh sir, this person, this Vaishnava always comes, he creates lot of disturbance. He wants the good pongal and the puliogara. He demands lot of prasadam. And they said, give him, what is the problem? Sir, he doesn't do any service in the temple. At least if he does any service in the temple, we can accommodate. He doesn't want to do any service in the temple. So Sripad Ramanujacharya, again Paradukkaduki, he calls this Brahmana. Brahmana, why can't you do some service? He says, sir, first of all, I would like to do service. It's not that I don't want to do service. But the problem is, look at my children. They fall sick 24/7, 365 days. If A falls sick, if A gets well, B falls sick. If B gets well, C falls sick, like that. And my wife also, she's unwell. I am also unwell. We don't have anything to eat. It's very difficult. And he said, although I am a Vaishnava, I have not learned any Pasuram. I don't know Nalayra Divya Prabandham. It's the hymns of the Alvars. I don't have anything to contribute. So what can I do? So Sripad Ramanujacharya again said, okay, what do you know? You tell me. You are only telling me what you don't know. But tell me what you know. He says, I know few lines of Vishnu Sahasranama. Okay. Since you know few lines of Vishnu Sahasranama, please recite. So he says, Vishwam Vishnur Vashatkaro Bhuta Bhavya Bhavat Prabhu Bhuta Krit Bhuta Britbhavo Bhutatma Bhuta Bhavanaha Bhutatma Paramatma Cha Muktanam Paramagatihi. Then he stops. Okay. Can you go back? Go reverse. Go to the 6th name. Go to the 6th name. And what is the 6th name? 6th name is Bhuta Brit. And what is this? This verse is talking about Bhuta Brit, right? Bhuta Brit means what? The maintainer. And who's the maintainer here? Lord Krishna. Lord Vishnu is the maintainer. So he said, my dear Brahmana, since you do not know anything, you don't know Nalayra Divya Prabandham, you don't know any slokas, only contemplate and meditate on this particular name, Bhuta Brit. Bhuta Brite Namaha. Can we all recite? Bhuta Brite Namaha. Bhuta Brite Namaha. Bhuta Brite Namaha. Just keep chanting it 24/7. Prasadam, you need not go to the prasadam. Prasadam will come to you. Haribo! Just imagine if prasadam daily comes to us. We need not go to the hall. Prasadam comes to us. Hot prasadam. Samosa, kachori, gulab jamun, rasagulla, sandesh, puri, bhaji, everything comes hot. What happens? So nice, right? So, again, listening to the spiritual master. Tadvitti pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya upashechanti de jnanam jnanina tattvadarshina. Tattvadarshi is going to give an instruction. We have to blindly follow. We can't question why you are saying this, why you are saying that. So he started to chant. I have 5 more minutes now, Prabhuji. Yeah. So he starts chanting. And now what happens? Temple becomes calm. No problem for prasadam distribution. Why this person is not coming? See, when there is a problem, we all say there is a problem. When there is no problem, then we say there is no problem. We get worried sometimes when there is no problem also. If everything is going smooth, oh, everything is smooth. Something must be wrong today. Right? So, this particular, all the temple authorities are wondering. Then they said, okay, maybe this Brahmana has gone to some other temple. Then what happens? There's a new problem has come. And what is the new problem? prasadam that is made is going missing. Prasadam is going missing in the kitchen. After Bhoga offering, prasadam goes missing. So there's a new problem. Everybody, oh, this brahmana is coming and stealing. Earlier he was, in the queue he was creating disturbance. Now he is stealing. How can they steal? There is security. There is CCTV camera. That time there was no CCTV camera. But people are around. It's impossible to steal prasadam. Is it possible to steal prasadam? Something is a problem. And they all say, this brahmana only is doing something he is doing. So Srimad Ramanacharya says, ayyo, what is this Baba? Okay, go and call the brahmana. So everybody goes in search of the brahmana. He's not there. He's missing from that area also. And somebody told he is vacated and he has gone somewhere else. Then I said, okay, fine. Prasadam every day is missing. It's a serious problem. Then Sripad Ramanujacharya, what happens? After many months, every day prasadam is missing. Nobody is able to know why. And then Sripad Ramanujacharya, he goes to a nearby place. He crosses the Kollidam river. And then what happens? One person, this brahmana was very skinny because of prasadam. We all look skinny? No, right? Why? We are fed with sumptuous Sri Radha Madan Mohan prasadam. Right? We can generally find all our chubby cheeks in ISKCON because very, very happy. Prasadam keeps us motivated 24/7, 365 days. Right? Except Ekadasi. Right? At least 2 days we have to give some rest to the liver, right? Otherwise problem. So then what happens? One brahmana, Pushti brahmana comes running. Swami, Swami, Swami. And he does Dandavat Pranam. So Sripad Ramanacharya, he looks at him. Yes. What can I do for you? Swami, do you recognize me? Yes, I think I recognize you. Yes. I am this brahmana. Remember, you told me to chant what? Bhuta Bhritaya Namaha. Oh, you look so good. You look, yes. See, my children, all children all come, fall. Do Dandavat Pranams to our spiritual master. Everybody falls. All these children have become like Amal babies. From skinny babies to Amal babies. Why? Because of the prasadam. And he says, thank you so much, my spiritual master. Because of your blessing, because you gave me the instruction that I have to chant this, and you mentioned that prasadam will come every day, 3 times I am getting prasadam. Sripad Ramanujacharya is amazed. Oh, really? Who is bringing this prasadam? One young boy, a very beautiful boy is coming and bringing prasadam. True story. This is not some illustrious story. It is a made-up story. It's a true story. One boy comes. Oh, really? What is the boy's name? He introduces himself as, I am the Das of Sripad Ramanujacharya. Then what happens? Sripad Ramanujacharya thinks, oh, who is this boy? Lord Ranganath himself. He is the one who is personally, because he always fulfills the wishes of his pure devotees. Right? He came and he was the one who is bringing this prasadam 3 times in a day. And the whole family was sustaining. Bhuta Brite Namaha. So from this we can understand that completely we are not in control. So how do we get out of this anxiety? Another 2 minutes, I'll finish. So how do we get out of this anxiety? So Krishna gives assurance. This entire Bhagavad Gita, we have so many assurance. Ananyashinta yantoma he jana paryupasate teshan nityabhyuktanam yogakshemam mahamyaham. What he says? Yogakshemam mahamyam. I will take care of your yogakshemam. Right? We have to do devotional service. He takes care of everybody. He takes care of the smallest of the ant. He takes care of the biggest of the elephants. He provides resources. He provides the necessary support everywhere to all his creations. Because all the creations are his children. So this is the thing. So what do we understand? We have to understand a few things. The first aspect is, are we the controller? We are not the controller. Ishvara, Paramakrishna, Sachitananda Vigraha, Anadiradir Govinda, Sarva Karana Karanam. He is Ishvara. Namam Ishwaram, Namam Ishwaram Sachitananda Rupam, Lasat Kundalam Gokule Brajamanam. So we sing now during the entire Kartik month. We glorify the Supreme Person, the little small Krishna of Braj Bihari. Nanda Nandana. He is actually the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He is actually the Supreme Controller. Aham sarvasya prabhavo matta sarvam pravartate iti matva bhajante mam buddha bhava samandita. And the other beautiful sloka which I love, 7.7. Matta parataram nanyat kinchit asti dhananjaya mai sarvamitam proptam sutre manigana ive. So we have to understand that we are not the controller, and we know when we have this clear, this mindset, definitely we will completely surrender on to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And let us all do our services sincerely and leave everything to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Thank you very much for this opportunity and for your patient hearing. Hari Bol. Thank you. Any questions? Yes. What's your good name, sir? Sorry? Oh, great. Hari Bol. You are from Ujjain, right? Indore. Okay. Hari Bol. Okay, nice.
सुनाता हूँ आज ही के लिए।
हाँ।
तो मेरा बेटा यूएस में रहता है।
यूएस में।
So yesterday night we are discussing about why mother father are depend on son.
Ah, see, we have to depend on Krishna only.
So मैं हमेशा शाम को आता हूँ यहाँ, कभी सुबह नहीं आता हूँ।
हाँ।
तो रात को बेटे से 9 से 10-11 बजे तक डिस्कस हो रहा था। फिर मेरा बैटरी खत्म हुआ तो मैं सो गया। मैंने कहा मैसेज भेज दिया मैं सो रहा हूँ,
हाँ।
कल बात करते हैं।
हाँ।
और आज मुझे सुबह 5 बजे नींद खुली। रोज ही उठता हूँ पर मैं मंदिर शाम को आता हूँ, सुबह नहीं आता हूँ। तो पता नहीं सुबह ऐसा लगा जाना चाहिए यार, एनर्जी पॉजिटिव हो गई, अच्छा लगेगा, संडे आज। तो मैं आया और जैसे आया तो वही लगा हुआ था आपके यहाँ पे, सेम सब्जेक्ट।
हरि बोल।
अब मेरे को आपसे एक छोटी सी रिकॉर्डिंग चाहिए, क्योंकि क्या होता है बाप वो बच्चे जो है ना मदर फादर से समझते नहीं है कि गीता क्या होती है। मैं तो इसको डेली अभी प्रैक्टिस कर रहा हूँ और समझता भी हूँ, लेकिन क्या होता है बच्चों को ये समझ आता नहीं है।
तो उसको भगवत गीता एज इट इज गिफ्ट कीजिए।
तो मैं चाह रहा हूँ कि इस सब्जेक्ट पर आपका छोटा सा वीडियो उसको देना चाहूँगा। आप मुझे एक
हाँ, हमारा ISKCON चैनल में है ना, आप सर्च कीजिए, इट बी अपलोडेड राइट इन आवर वेबसाइट। सो
मैं ये चाह रहा था कि मैं आपके साथ ऐसा डिस्कशन रिकॉर्ड करूँ, उसको भेजूँ कि मैंने आज पूछा।
हाँ, नो प्रॉब्लम। हरि बोल, नो प्रॉब्लम। हरि बोल। हरे कृष्णा।
तो खाली बस इतना ही, वो जो आपने आज सुबह बताया था उसी को खाली बस करना है।
भूत प्रते नमः। कीप चैंटिंग भूत प्रते नमः। बिकॉज भगवान सस्टेन्स एवरीवन।
मैं वही देख रहा हूँ कि एक एक दिन भी हम जब अच्छा सोचते हैं तो रोज आपको सोल्यूशन मिल सकते हैं, डेली। मतलब महीनों की सालों की जरूरत नहीं है, डेली भी सोल्यूशन मिल सकते हैं।
Absolutely. See, for me, I live in Kanya Desh, Kuwait, and I'm in touch with many of the devotees here. Or Shambhala Prabhu is my Siksha Guru actually. So he gives me good counsel all the time. So almost every week we speak at least 2 times. I don't speak to I spoke to my brother maybe 6-7 months back, but I speak to Shambhala Prabhu 2 times a week. So why we come here to Dham? To charge ourselves. We have mobile. Mobile may be the best mobile, but if it doesn't have charge, it cannot be used. So we have to charge ourselves. Our spiritually we have to be surcharged. Our consciousness have to be surcharged. That's why we have to be in the association of devotees. We have to be in a temple environment. So that gives a very, very positive impact to all of us. So this is what we have to understand. Hare Krishna.
इससे रिकॉर्ड करेंगे छोटा सा वीडियो सर का एक हमारा।
No, we'll do it later. We'll do it later.
Okay, okay.
बाद में करेगा।
बाद में करेंगे।
Yeah.
चलेगा।
Hare Krishna. Any, you are done, Prabhuji? Dear God Prabhuji. And when I see Dear God Prabhuji, I wish I had 1% of his calmness. Dear God Prabhu, you know, calmness personified. I take a lot of inspiration by Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Haribol. Jai. Jai Gaura Premanande. Hari Hari Bo.